Hey, sorry, we got cut off. So I'll just see if Ian's coming back. We got sidetracked there for a little bit, going into a horror, a very deep horror black hole. Connecting.
Fuck that up. Okay.
No, it doesn't. It just cuts out after like
Yeah,
when it gets close to an hour. It's shit. But yeah, you were saying yeah. So you've been spending
yeah.
time
It just
like looking
give
up
me
the
time to
occult
work
and
on
stuff.
work on yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Research fun stuff and get into that area of my mind, which actually produce helps me produce a lot of good shit, playing guitar and everything. So it's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing a lot of like similar, like looking up crazy, like weird mythology and shit. Like I like all like crazy, like Greek
Mm-hmm.
mythology. Like I love Medusa and stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, looking up like heaps of shit like that. Like Clash of the Titans, the original film, is like one of my favorite films.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Like
When I
I
was a little
love
boy, I
that.
used to play that in my head, like be in the backyard and just pretend.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I just used to love the idea that like that the gods were like up here and like people were like little like fucking
Yeah, yeah,
Lego
chess
things.
pieces, chess pieces, and the
Yeah.
gods have their own problems, and they're using
Yeah.
them to kind of work it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to yeah, like love that. So I've been like yeah, doing loads of like just random doing stuff, yeah, like because you just got so much time on your hands to like do whatever. So it's like, oh, I've been like getting like loads of books and then they're watching loads of stuff and then
Yeah.
but then yeah, like getting yeah, just doing all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I love that all that kind of shit and reading about like the when I was in the UK, I went to Glastonbury. They have this shop, like lots of shops there. There's one bookshop there that has you'd love it. It has the craziest like occult books and like
You're
weird
the
like
second
stuff.
person. I was talking to a girl from there about a week ago, and she's just like, "Oh, you'd really like this because they have all those shops like that." Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah. They have one
I'm
shop with
really.
like their original copies and shit.
Oh,
Like
that's awesome. Yeah, they have
so
like
they're
Crowley, like early Prince of Crowley's work and shit like that. She was saying, and that's really
mm,
neat stuff. Because I will drop some fucking money when I find stuff like that. I just
but
do.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and like people get really, yeah, you get really like people get really excited when they're in there, and the guy's always
Hmm.
like, he's kind of like chill, like
Yeah,
chill, like pick it up, you can look at it, but just chill, like, because
yeah,
people get
yeah.
too like, I want to buy all this shit, and
Uh-huh.
like you could easily spend a shit ton of money in there because
Oh, yeah, I definitely would use
they're
my
all
credit
like
card.
they're
Hmm.
all like first series,
Hmm.
like first editions and
That's
like crazy
fantastic.
stuff. Like just because all that stuff is like, and you can see that like obviously reflected in like the horror, the Hammer horror films. Like all that shit was really like ingrained in the early UK, like
Well, and
witchcraft
look, just
and this all that stuff.
well, that's where we got like fairy tales and shit from. That
Yeah,
culture
yeah.
because you have the Celts, and then you're
Mhm.
picking up all the stuff, and you have the stuff passed down, and then clipped and moved into like more contemporary versions and stuff. But they're the ones who had it. That's why you have bands that like Sabbath and all those the mythology. The spooky
Yeah, yeah.
mythology and shit. And you have Led Zeppelin. It was all the Hobbit and all that shit they threw all over the.
Yeah, yeah.
Like all that's from the UK.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well, it's
also
like,
Crowley was a Scotsman. He's a
mm,
Scottish fucking occultist, and that's
yeah,
who influenced everything. That
yeah,
dude and him writing about it when it wasn't supposed to be spoken of, and he's
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm gonna write about all of it, and I'm gonna like make myself seem even more evil than you
Evil.
could make me
Yeah,
out to be.
yeah, yeah,
Fucking love that shit.
yeah,
It's
yeah. It was
great.
like, it was just like, yeah, everywhere. And like when I was there, I went and saw like so many different, like crazy stone circles,
Oh,
like
that's
in
cool.
the middle of nowhere, like, like not like, because obviously everyone knows Stonehenge,
Uh-huh.
but there are stone circles all around England, like
Yeah, even
everywhere.
even in Switzerland, they fucking have them.
Mm.
That's so neat.
And they're so weird and they're so eerie, like just in the middle of a random field,
Hmm.
and then like there's like a little village, and you can kind of like you have to sort of sneak through, and this giant land with all these weird rocks that just no one knows how they got there and why
Yeah,
they're in that position. You know what I mean? There was one
yeah,
where they were all in a line. It was so creepy. And like you could just felt like real weird being there. Like it's like, what the fuck was here? Like something was here, you know what I mean?
yeah. It's and they're lining things up to be, you know, the sun and the rising of the moon and stuff like that, because
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
they had back then. And like there were actually people for a long time were scared that when the sun went down, it wasn't coming back.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and
I wa
that's a big fucking deal for a long time, and that's why you get a lot of these cults that worship the sun and stuff like that and had sacrifice because
yeah.
they thought if they enacted the death of the sun with humans and animals and shit that they would like make it. It's called sympathetic magic. It would make it happen. So that's
Yeah,
why you
yeah.
have all this sacrifice for so long. It's people fucking enacting the death of the sun.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
coming back and back.
And that, yeah, oh God, there was so many. There was like we went to a nighttime showing in this weird foresty thing of the original Wicker Man.
Oh,
And
cool.
they had like they were playing in the shed, like in this little barn, they were playing like all this crazy um mythical and witchcraft and like the guys that could like say there was water with the stick and
Yeah, yeah, the
all
divining
those,
rods. Yeah.
yeah, so they had all like black and white old shows from back then
Oh,
playing,
cool.
and
Wow.
then like you would walk around and they would have all these installations set up, and there was even like a fucking huge fucking scary voodoo woman who was actually doing like stuff, like proper shit, and it was like fucking hell. And then yeah, and then it got like and then it was like okay, and then everyone goes and gets their blankets and everything, and you sit in this like dirt kind of grass grandstand in the pitch black, and yeah, watch Wicker Man.
That's
And it's
cool.
it was like, and the original Wicker Man is so
Oh, I
fucking more
love it.
fucked up.
That was a
Like
brilliant film
it's just like what? Like yeah, there's all those weird ones with the
with a
towns,
fantastic actor. Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
he's a
and
fucking
they,
genius.
you just think what? Yeah, I love that stuff. But
Yeah, I do too.
it's like when I guess when you started, I was gonna say when you started playing, like you were saying, obviously there wasn't many people around and not many
Mhm.
people going to the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and then now, like, how is it? How do you feel about it now? Like when you like,
It depends on the city.
yeah, do you like? Are you used to having heaps of people like coming or knowing who you are now? And
Uh, it depends on the city. Like it really
yeah,
does.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm really stoked. Festivals are fucking amazing. Like
yeah,
I could just play festivals probably. Um, that's great because we sell a ton of merch and it's always fucking the rock star thing. But
yeah, and you get
when
to see other bands too.
yeah, but we also go to Kansas and play in front of 10 fucking people too, on a tour. And in Chicago, there might be, 200 or whatever. San Francisco is always good. Canada's usually really good.
Yeah,
It just depends on the city, and we kind of know what's going to happen before we get to the city.
yeah, yeah,
Southern California is super good. But yeah, I don't take it for granted because I'm like, oh fuck, like tomorrow night there might be 10 people. I'm always thinking it's going to fall apart at any
yeah, yeah,
moment.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm not let down. And
yeah,
going to Europe the first time, first couple of times was hard,
yeah,
and then now it got pretty cool, and then this shit happens.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just kind of yeah, been everyone's like just put a bloody big nail in everyone's coffin this year. Everyone
hmm
had shit to do, you know.
yes, and we always do though. The shit never stops
Yeah,
when you fall over dead one day. Like
yeah.
but I
But I
think this,
think it's
yeah,
kind of been good. I think though
totally,
for
totally.
musicians because
Mm.
like a lot of musicians are touring primarily the whole year, and they never do anything properly for them, and
So
like spend time at home or do that kind of stuff. So a lot of them are now like, wow, I'm like at home doing stuff, like not,
yeah, I'm not just doing blow and drinking every night.
Even though that's a great way to live, not gonna.
It is a great way to live. Is it the best thing for the art after a few years though?
Yeah,
It's,
yeah,
you know, it fucks, you know, I mean, like, absolutely, that's a fun way to live, but like the art tends to get fucked, you know?
yeah, yeah,
It's like, yeah, it's like, and when you wrote the good shit in the beginning, usually it was because you were at home and nobody
yeah,
gave a fuck, and you had to spend time with yourself, like dealing with life, so you
yeah,
made this crap, you know?
yeah,
And then,
yeah,
yeah. And then after a while, it's like, well, I'm just gonna phone it in. I'll make a song like the first album. Let's party, you know. And
yeah,
that
yeah.
fucks, and that's cool. But that everybody still wants to hear that first album when you go out and fucking
Album, yeah,
play, though, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think this is good for especially artists. Especially artists have to sit with ourselves and deal with this
Yeah, and
stuff.
kind of think about where you're going and what you're doing, I guess, as
Yeah,
well.
and why you're
We,
fucking doing it. Like that's a
yeah,
big deal. Like, why do I do this? It's like, you know, because I don't do this. I like to party, and I've never been that way, thank God.
mm,
Because you know, it keeps me like I do it. I guess I do it because I have to fucking like write stuff, you know,
yeah, like you got to
and
get it out.
I require that level of attention when I write shit, you know.
You're like, I demand you stay home and be an introvert
Yeah,
so that you can, and but then
so
you
people will clap for me later
yeah,
because
yeah,
I have something very wrong with me. Anyone who does this shit, when you climb up on a fucking stage like that every night and you require that, like
yeah,
you're a fucking weirdo. You know, that's an
yeah,
odd
yeah, yeah,
thing to do. Like, why don't you just go home and play video games? You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like to have to do this shit in 2020, you know, is fucking weird.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like
And
you're relying on like, yeah, your that gratification from other people always
yeah,
more. Yeah. I think a lot of musicians in this period of time have been thinking of like, why am I doing this? Am I doing it because I feel like I enjoy the art and like getting it out there, or am I doing it because I'm a narcissist and
yeah,
I just want people to love me?
and totally. And I found it's both. It's
Mm.
both fucking things, you know. And I'm still working through shit. With music, you know, like that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing. But
But
it is
like,
very odd. It
yeah.
makes
Well,
you
because
face
like,
yourself. Yeah.
yeah, because like nearly every like so many of the people I've interviewed on here have all said that they're very shy people
Yeah.
and everything, right? And
It,
it's like, but
yeah.
then they come out when they play. So at
Hmm.
home, you know, and in public when they're talking and stuff to people, they're like they're very shy and you know rather stay home and like that. But
And then
then
people
they,
want to ask
oh,
you about this shit. They want to
yeah,
ask you about touring shit like that. And there's no way that someone who doesn't do entertainment shit where you can't sound like a fucking asshole, you know, because
yeah,
you're like, well, I was over, and I'm like, you know, it was fun. It was fun. And you know,
yeah,
if they keep asking me and I'm drinking, I was like, then I'll open up a little bit more. But really, I just feel like such an asshole because I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
while you were at work, I was, you know, I was playing shows, you know, and I was going to
yeah, yeah,
different places, and I was getting paid to do it. Like, it just makes
yeah,
me feel like such a jerk off for fucking like. So it's like,
yeah.
oh, it was fun, and unless somebody was in a band that does the same shit, and then you can like really talk about it. Be like, you
Talk
know what's
about it.
fucked
Yeah.
up about this, you know, and
Yeah,
did the whole
sitting
thing.
and waiting, sitting and waiting.
Yeah, being
Really,
in a
really
fucking
shit,
van.
really, really shitty
Hmm.
green rooms, like, you know,
Yeah,
like back, or some that don't have any, or having to eat fucking service station food all
yeah.
the time that tastes
That
like
that's
absolute
one thing good
shit,
about Europe is
you know.
usually they have a green room,
Yeah,
and the gas station food is wonderful in Europe.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, it is. But like, I mean, like the gas
Yeah,
station food in Australia is shit. Like, you know,
it'll fucking
it's
kill you, make
gross.
you fucking fat. You're fucking drinking. You're
Yeah,
fucking drunk every night. You stay
yeah,
drunk every night for a month, you know. And I mean,
yeah,
not like shit faced, but you're fucking drunk, you know. I mean,
yeah,
like you're
yeah,
fucking, and then you have after 7 days of being drunk every day, then you have to be drunk, you know, every
yeah,
day, because your
yeah,
nerves
yeah,
are all fucked up. You're bored out of your fucking mind, you know.
yeah, yeah,
And then you get to play, and that 45 to an hour on stage is awesome. You barely fucking remember it though because it's such a blast of adrenaline because it's been going so slow all day, and then
yeah,
you get the
yeah,
big bump, and then you sweat and go to sleep and fucking do it again over and over and over. Yeah.
yeah. I was like, I was gonna say, there's that huge gap of nothing, that I
Yeah,
always
a
find,
lot of nothing
the
hours.
when you get there,
Hmm.
like, the load in and whatever, and then nothing, nothing, nothing for fucking ages.
Hmm.
And then you don't play until fucking 10 or 11 or something if you're headlining or whatever.
And
And
you're
you're
sitting in a
just,
fucking bar. You know,
yeah,
it's like I'm gonna drink.
yeah.
I'm bored. I'm bored to tears.
Yeah, yeah, like there's literally nothing. And then sometimes, it's like you haven't been able to stay, you've just slept on the floor, or you haven't had been able to stay at a hotel or something, so
Hmm.
everyone stinks. You've all been got the same bag of
Oh
clothes.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
No, I'm fucking dirty on tour. Like I don't give a fuck. You know, it's like
Yeah, yeah.
this is me.
Yeah, yeah. Because you can't do anything about it. Like I remember
Yeah.
Earthless used to stay at my house pretty much all the time when they would tour. And when they would come to Melbourne, and I'd always be like, "All right, who's got washing? Let's come on,
Hmm.
give me some washing. Let's put it in the washing machine." Because
Every single chance.
I'd be like, "Do it now, because you're not going to do it anywhere else."
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's
so we'd
fuck.
always like do that,
But I don't. You know, I
and
don't even see it. I was about to say like, oh, it's miserable. Like that's not. I mean, to me, that's not even fucking miserable. I'm a fucking dirty person anyway. I don't give a fuck. You know, it's like it's whatever. Like, so it's that part is really yeah. It sucks and stuff. I always want like if somebody has a bath, like I will fucking take a bath because like it just
yeah,
relaxes you so much,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just like if I see that I'm like I'll be taking a bath this evening, you know, after being through all this shit, especially
yeah,
in the winter in fucking Europe because it's just
yeah,
cold and wet and like oh god, just to find a bath is
yeah,
amazing and just
yeah,
a different person like you just become kind of I mean fucking crazy when it's cold and wet every day for like a month, you know, and
yeah,
you're just moving.
yeah,
So a bath will buy you some time out of the fucking insane asylum, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I fucking hate it rain, and
Oh God.
I hate it so much. So I struggled a lot when I lived in the UK, because it was like 10 months out of the year it was just fucking cold and raining. And it's like you'd get like 1 month that would be like real proper sun, and you'd be like, "Wow, it's a miracle!" Like, and then I was like, "This is so I'm so not." It's just coming from Australia, where you just even when it's cold, the sun's out most of the
Yeah.
time. We do have
Yeah.
shitty cold winter days, but like today, for example, it's super cold, but the sun is blasting, so it's like you don't feel like. Whereas there, it's pitch black. It's like gets to 3:30 and it's
Can
pitch
you
black.
go up further, man? Fucking Scotland. I love Scotland, but god damn, that
Yeah,
place.
cold.
That place will make you pale real fast.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I've
Uh-huh.
never worn, like, you have to wear like I hated those, those giant, horrible, like puffer type fucking
Yeah,
jackets you
yeah,
had to.
yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
hate those things. As soon as I moved over there, it was like
That's
I'm never
yeah.
taking it
It's
off.
like the thing. Like you're fucking wearing the park in the thing, the movie, the thing. Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
wearing it. It's like
And it's
you
like, hey,
do,
how's it going? Yeah,
yeah.
fucking like this. And nobody. Well, you don't want to talk to anybody really because it's like I got to get inside. I don't have time for your shit. Like on the street, it's just like get out of the
Yeah,
way, get out of
yeah.
the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like you become like, I don't give a fuck what I look like
Mm-mm.
now. It is so cold I could actually die. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm just
I
gonna
could
wear
actually
the
die.
ugliest fucking
Hmm.
thing. I'm gonna wear it.
Yeah, I don't give
I
a
don't care
fuck.
if I look like a giant inflatable device.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
that's what it
going out.
looks like.
It's
And
the
and growing
worst.
up in Illinois, it's the same shit. I mean, we had terrible fucking weather. It was like it's a lot like Germany, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
like it's really beautiful summers and the trees and the grass is so perfect, and then the winter comes, and you're like, yeah, it's not going to be that bad, and it's like fucking months and months of no sun, you know, just
yeah,
thick clouds,
yeah,
thick different color gray every day, you know, just a
yeah.
oh
Yeah, well, the UK just felt like it
no,
went it went from it went from grey to
mm-mm.
black, grey
Yeah,
to black.
no
Like some days
fucking
it
way.
would rain for like 4 days straight without even a stop.
Hmm.
And you'd be like, God, when is it gonna end?
That's yeah.
Yeah.
No
And
fucking way.
it's a miserable place, like in that sense. I know why a lot of really depressing bands come from there,
Yeah.
because it breeds depression, and it's like it's so isolating, and like people don't want to go out, like, so it's like
No,
it's
I will
really
eat
hard
that.
to get people to go to the pub and like or to go and do shit because everyone's like it's too fucking cold, it's pissing down rain, blah 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 blah, you know. And we got snowed in once for like 3 4 days, and it was like fuck, we have no what food do we have left because we couldn't
Yes.
even, you know. It was like it
Yeah,
was like
totally. And
really
you
really
just want
crazy.
to eat. You just want to eat someplace warm and be left alone.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to eat like big like carby bad
Yeah, yeah,
food,
something that's
like
fried.
yeah yeah.
You know,
As many like potatoes as possible and like bread and gravy and like all that kind of shit.
yes. And this last tour was the first. Well, no, I think we'd been there in the winter before, but not this long. But like we ate bullshit like Burger King and McDonald's more times because usually it's like I'm not gonna eat that shit. I got it at home. Now let's eat some, the European stuff. Let's fucking do that. And this time it was like, no, fucking take me to Burger King.
Yeah.
I just want comfort food. I don't give a fuck. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. I just
Yeah.
want the shit I know what it's gonna taste like and it
Yeah.
just give it to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just give me just French fries and shit, and I'm going back to sleep until we fucking get there.
Yeah, yeah. Totally.
In my
Um,
parka.
yeah, exactly. In my giant
Mm-hmm.
looks like a could almost be a inflatable bed.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I want it to be a sleeping bag wrapped around me all day.
That's basically what it
Yeah,
is. It's
a
like
fucking sleeping bag. That's what I want.
big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
you feel like you've gained 10 kilos by putting it on.
And
Everyone just looks like this walking fucking yeah, sleeping bag.
And as a
'Cause
band, we just kind of stopped talking after a while too. And I have my bag, and it's got all my shit in it. It's like a tote bag I carry with
yeah.
me, and I got my fucking parka on in that tote bag. And it's just like I'm like a strange homeless person in a corner, just being like, "Get the fuck away from me!" My headphones on. I have nice headphones, and I'm just like in my fucking world, sunglasses on. The sun's not even fucking out. I'm like, leave me alone. Like
Yeah.
staying in this room that I've made in my fucking head.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what it does. That's what it does to you though. It
Yeah.
really does. Like you become like I mean, I remember living there and like me and my mate who was I lived with, we would just text each other something. Fuck getting out. It's like I'm not getting out of bed. It's too cold. You get home
Yeah.
from work or whatever, it'd be like pitch black. And first thing we'd do would be like line up in a line, fill up all the hot water bottles, and
Yes.
then like, and you know,
That's right.
like,
Hot water bottles.
yeah,
Y'all have that shit. Yeah. Or
yeah,
in they had, yes, fucking hot water.
yeah, because
Yeah. I
because the UK heating is so shit. It's those little radiators,
yeah. Well,
and they're
Vienna.
so bad.
I would go, and I dated a girl in Vienna, and I would go to in Austria, and she had a fucking. I laughed at her. I'm like, hey, look, you got a fucking water bottle. Like, yeah, we need that in the wintertime. I'm like, weird, you know.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah,
And I was like,
but now
what am
now
I?
it makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because you fill them
Mm-hmm.
all up and then you put them
Mm-hmm.
all at the end of the bed. Like, and then, and so it's like, it's ridiculous. And then, like,
Yeah,
you'd have
fuck
like
that.
so
Fuck,
many
fuck living that
blankets.
way.
Yeah, it was horrible. Like, because it was like, it'd actually be too cold where you'd be like, I'm hungry, but do not want to get up, can't move. Like, this would just be like too cold. And so, yeah, like, we would text each other from the
Yeah,
other room,
fuck
like,
this. I do that
yeah,
here. I'm very lazy anyway, so I do that
yeah,
with my roommates here too. It's just like,
yeah, yeah.
hey,
Oh, well, I just still do it
yeah,
here.
will you let the dog out, please? Shit like that. That's how fucking lazy I am anyway.
It's like,
In a scenario like that with that cold, I'm completely fucked. I wouldn't even. Yeah, I wouldn't
yeah,
even get up.
no, yeah, that was the problem is like trying
Mm-hmm.
to get up was impossible.
Yeah,
Like you'd end up just like literally like a cocoon, and
yeah.
like you'd have just this much of your face out,
Mm-hmm.
and like be watching a movie, and that'd be
God,
it. Yeah, it's
I,
really horrific.
I do not have the fucking uh the chemistry to deal with something like that. I don't believe for too long.
Yeah, no, I definitely learned that, and then when I came back to Australia, I instantly saw like a total change in like
Yeah,
my mood and like
yeah.
activity, and I was like, oh, I want to go for a walk, man. oh, I
Yeah,
want to go have beers, you know, like and I was like, oh yeah, it was the weather. Like
yeah,
it's
it was the fuck, and it makes you hurt. You know, it makes you
yeah,
fucking ache.
ache, yeah,
I'm not that
cold.
fucking young anymore, and I've done
No,
some shit to my body, and I can feel it every time it fucking gets cold. You
yeah,
feel that
yeah,
shit, you know?
yeah, 100%. I was gonna say
Having
if
to,
one of
just
your
warm up to play. Yeah.
one of your friends has asked a question. I'm assuming it's a mate, someone who knows you. They want to know if you still practice. Obviously, you don't work at the video store anymore, but they were. Does Ian still practice magic at the video store like he used to? Like he and I used to. You must have worked with him. His name's A. Josh Morrow.
Oh. Me and him used to fuck shit up. I can't even get. I can't. I don't even want to. Oh my god. Uh, First of all, Josh, fuck you. Uh, we saw some shit at that video store. Just, I mean, blood. I mean, we could clean the bathrooms, you know, and there'd be
Yeah.
blood all over
There's
the bathroom.
bathrooms in toilet
Yes.
in the video
One
store.
time there's all this blood. We saw some horrendous shit, and we'd always, just, you get to know somebody, and then there's just a dialogue that just belongs to you, and then
Yeah.
and just using words is like saying things like like sounds good, which we meant to mean like go fuck yourself. I mean things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's so
yeah.
funny that there's Josh. He's
He's
fucking
there, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, just like sounds good, Josh. Like that. You do it to customers too. Like, all right, sounds like me and him were terrible. I could, yeah, no, what an asshole. I love that dude though. But anyway, I haven't talked to him in a while. That's cool that he showed up.
Yeah, he
Um,
showed up specifically to give you some
yeah,
shit
just give me
about
some
that.
shit. Exactly. Fucking jerk.
I can't believe he had toilets. I don't think
Oh
any
yeah.
video store in Australia had toilets.
Well, they needed to because they missed an experience, and they really did. Cleaning those in the evenings is
But why? What?
prostitute. We
Are
back in the
they?
day when this was like a kind of a bad neighborhood. Cause I live right
Yeah,
across the street from it.
yeah,
It was kind of a bad neighborhood, and prostitutes would come in there and smoke crack and shit, and then just be on their way.
yeah,
This was the early days.
yeah.
This was really good time, and we'd have to chase. You have to chase prostitutes out because they'd be coming up soliciting the cars that would pull in. So you're like, hey, this is not good for business. Please don't do that shit
Do
here.
that, yeah.
We saw some shit. Yeah, it was very cool.
When I was a teenager, I always wanted to work at the video store.
Oh, it was awesome. It keeps you a teenager. Yeah,
Yeah, I was always like, I want to work at a video store. But yeah, and
that's
then
why I
I
never
remember
drove a truck.
I
Yeah.
remember when they died. I remember when they died, and it was like just a couple, and then the very last one was
Mm-hmm.
gone, and I was like, wow, end of an era. Because I used to spend ages in the video store. I was one of those people that would go there
Yes,
and
me too.
hang out for ages in the aisles, just doing it, all of them, and you
And,
know,
and and we love those people. Like we fucking love those people. Like that. That's it. I mean,
yeah,
the,
and you get like I don't know seven videos for $7 or
yeah,
whatever
certain
you
nights.
get
Yeah.
yeah or like whatever it was, and so you go and get all these like go through them all. And like there was one that I used to live near when I was in my 20s that had like a massive horror section, and it was like so good, and so I'd always be in there like just trolling it, and the people who worked there were always like the worst, what do you call it, like just real dipshits, like the
Yeah.
worst dipshits you could ever imagine, that like they just hired any old dropkick. And it was just so funny. I'm gonna be like, there's one guy and we're like, he's seriously a serial killer. Like I was like, he's a
Yeah.
serial killer.
Oh fuck yeah.
He's gonna turn into one. If he isn't one yet, he's definitely one. I'm gonna like, he was just so fucking strange. There's always really weird people worked at them,
So
or just
many
like
serial killers. So many.
yeah.
We always say about certain people, it's like, I hope he's not waiting with a bag and some rope
Yeah,
when I fucking leave
outside.
tonight. It's just like, yeah, there's some fucking strange folks. And we used to have a porno section,
Oh
and
wow. So yeah,
and that
you would have
fuck
got
yeah,
some real good ones
people
then.
would steal the covers all the time and go to the fucking bathroom.
Oh no, gross. We had one store here where it had like a back room where you could
Mm-hmm.
that. But yeah, like all of those sort of shops are like a separate video shop here. But there was one that had that, and but it was like all white and then a door, and you kind of see, because it was like this huge store, and so you'd have everyone in there. You could kind of see every time someone would walk in that door, everyone,
Yeah.
we know where you're
The
going.
pervert, weirdo.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone would just go, "Ugh." Like, so
Yeah.
I feel like it's better to just have, yeah, we have just the porno video shop separate, so that it's
Yeah.
just like
It
they
is
go there.
better.
Like, yeah, because it's just like, go there,
Because it's like
go there.
oh shit, there's some kids knocking over in the family section, and there's also a guy who might be stealing something to masturbate with. I
Yeah,
don't know I don't know who to help first.
yeah. And like, I
Yeah.
used to, one of my favorite things to do, like when I was younger, was go into, like a sex shop,
Mm-hmm.
because like every dude in there would almost shit themselves. And I used to do it just for fun, and
Yeah.
like walk in, do a few laps, pick a few
Mm-hmm.
things up, and watch absolutely everyone crap themselves.
Yeah.
And
It's,
like people,
oh.
people like going dropping shit, and then
Yeah. Like,
trying to
no, I
run
wouldn't.
out.
I'm just sitting here
Yeah, it
looking for
wasn't
gag
me.
gift, gag gift.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone moves to that section, with the penis straws all of a sudden,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
and
Yeah.
you're
If having
like,
a bachelor party or whatever the fuck.
yeah. Oh, I loved it. Yeah, like, because most of them don't have many female staff that work in them, because
Mm-hmm.
they're just like, they attract so many weirdos that like,
Yeah.
and some of them have like upstairs whack off booths. So
Oh
like,
yeah.
so
We didn't
like they
have
don't,
that. They'd always
yeah,
ask
so
us though, and I'm like, absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not.
no, yeah, and
Hmm.
so glad, because you would have been the person who had to clean it.
I would have
And
been making a lot more fucking money. That's for
yeah,
sure. To get
it's
me to
like, oh
clean
my
that bullshit.
God,
God damn.
yeah,
Like,
it's
no, I don't
bad.
think so. That's,
Yeah. So like
I don't know.
they like, yeah, it was one of my favorite gags, was just like walk in, and the person at the counter would love it, because they're like, oh my God, a female. And
Yeah.
they'd be like, hey, how you doing? Like, super happy. But then every customer would like fucking
As soon as they hear that,
disperse.
their mom might as well be there. It's like, oh shit.
It was the best. It's
Yeah.
just the best fun ever. Watching people drop shit and like run, and like, people,
A
I'm not
real
buying anything.
girl.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like super funny. And like, and then and then if they were still there, they'd just like kind of move to the side, like, and like, just like, I've never seen a person before, like, never seen a woman in the flesh. Like, and it just is so funny, the awkwardness, or like you're gonna go tell their wife because you know
Yeah,
every
exactly.
woman.
Yeah, all women know each other.
So
Yeah.
it's like they'd just be like, oh, like, oh my, been found out.
Yeah.
She's gonna go tell everyone. Like, they're all, and yeah, it's super funny. I love it.
Yeah,
So
we used to have a lot of working class dudes come in during the day, and it was cool because like they could get some porno and then like some family movies or whatever the fuck, and it didn't look like they were just getting porno, and it made it real easy for them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah,
like then it's like my truck's not parked in front of like XXX fucking whatever
yeah,
store.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
My
yeah,
truck's parked in front of I Love Video. Of course, I was getting the new fucking Terminator,
yeah,
not
yeah,
not Debbie Does Dallas 6 or whatever the fuck they're getting. So that was a good thing, like, for the
yeah, yeah.
community.
For the community, yeah, it was like keeping it low key.
Yeah, yeah, keeping it low
Yeah.
key.
But yeah, it was quite funny, because yeah, some of them did have those rooms at the back, and so
Yeah.
there would be some real seedy mofo's in there, and
Oh,
you'd
I
be
would
like,
imagine.
and you'd be like, I don't know if I want to touch anything, and like, don't touch a DVD ever, like,
Yeah,
because it's like, but I'd love to look at like what the covers were and stuff, and like, and just start laughing at like the
yeah,
parody films and shit like that, and
yeah. Those are fun ones. We had all
or go
those.
into the section, like go into the section where they have um, all the fake like pussies and all that shit,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
stand there and everyone would freak out, because they're
yeah,
like,
yeah. We missed out on
like
those too. Thank
they
God.
are weird as fuck. And then you know what happened? Because like a friend of mine used to be like a manager at a store like that, and they had a like a dungeon as well, but they sold like other. They had some of that stuff, and the number one what we used to play a game. It was like when we were hungover on Sundays, I'd go and meet him for breakfast, and we'd eat and have breakfast in the shop. And every time someone would come in, we'd guess between each other what they were gonna buy, like what
What
they were
kind of
there for,
porno?
or anything. I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
he's here for a cock ring, or
yeah.
he's here for he's got a Prince Albert piercing. I bet you that's what whatever, and or like whatever.
Just
We
standing there
guess what
sipping
they were.
coffee, looking through the window.
Yeah, we just sit there waiting like
Hmm.
till they came to the counter because they'd
Yeah.
just be like doing the nervous walk. But like the amount of times, like all those like fake pussies and fake asses and all that
Hmm.
stuff, the amount of times that people stole the little tester of the skin. They usually
Oh,
have like a little
yeah,
tester thing.
yeah.
Yeah, they were always stolen. I was like, what are these people doing with that?
Oh, yeah. Just squeezing it in their pocket while they're walking around
Yeah,
town.
because they're like about this big, and it's just
Just
like
go
to
to the
fit
bar.
to the
Yeah,
skin. And
yeah.
they'd always be stolen, always. And you'd
That's
always see that
smart.
they'd always have only one of the things on the shelf because people would always pick it up, take it out of the thing, and
Hmm.
start start playing with it and shit, and you'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
it's
glad
so
that
weird.
didn't have to deal with that level of fucking weirdness, you know?
Oh, it's so, yeah, it's funny. It's like you're like, what? I mean, I learned things in there that I didn't know existed. And I was like, you do what? And I was like, what? Because like they sold heaps of stuff for gay guys as well. So there's like all this stuff like, and I was like, why do they have all these big jars of cast like that fat, like it's like castor oil type stuff. I forget what it's called. And they had
Oh shit.
these
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, these huge tins of it. And I'm like,
Like
what is that
Crisco?
for?
Like Crisco? You could
Yeah.
maybe oh god damn.
And I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Like, why do we have all those massive cans of Crisco? Like, what do you do with that? And he's like, Renee.
It's like, have you ever seen Caligula?
Yeah, he's like, what do you mean? Come on, Renee. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the blonde. Oh,
That's
no.
so
Yeah, yeah,
fucking gnarly.
yeah. And then it was like, the one that I'd never heard of, which blew my mind, was the I can't think what the rods, the rodding. I never heard of that before, and it was the first time I'd ever seen it. And I thought that must be the most painful thing in the world. It's like they look like a straw, like a metal straw.
Yeah.
And there's like
Oh
all their
god.
skin little, and then they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you put them in your urethra, and they apparently this is what the guy told my friend told me. He's never used them, but he was like heaps of people do, and he was like it's like masturbating from the inside out.
Well, how do you get to that point?
I don't know, like, but I was waiting for a guy to come and buy one, like
Yeah.
forever, because I was like I want to see someone buy one. So you start off with the smallest one, and then you keep getting
Oh.
bigger and bigger. And it's like, oh my God, I didn't know that existed. And I was like, why don't you shove it in your pee hole? And they're like, they're quite long. They're almost a straw length. And I was like, ow,
Oh
ow, ow.
fuck.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like,
That's like
yeah, weird. So yeah, you see shit that you just didn't know people
I
did.
mean
Like,
like I mean
how do
each
you,
to his
how do
own.
you,
But
yeah,
I just like you start out, you're a kid and you discover masturbation, and then it goes there. Like where the fuck does
yeah,
this?
how do you get
And
to
thank
that, to
God
that?
I dodged that avenue, whatever the fuck it was, that I didn't end
Yeah,
up going that way. You know, because it
yeah,
seems like it's a popular thing. I don't,
yeah.
I mean,
I
more
was
popular
like,
than you would think. They're selling things. There's merchandise involved. So there has to be a market for it. So there's a lot of people. It's like, how do you fucking end up there? And
what
not that
takes you
there's
to the
no wrong
level?
or right. It just like that is horrifying to me. Just
Yeah, it's
that's
like
how you would torture me.
well, that's what you do. It's like having a stint. Like I've got a friend who just had
Yeah, like a
kidney
medical thing.
stones,
Yeah.
and he's had to have a thing put there, and that's like, it's not fun. He
No.
can feel it, but I mean,
No.
obviously, to some
Well,
people, it is fun.
not for him.
Yeah, but like, obviously, yeah, but yeah, that stuff fascinates me. Like, what level, like, at what point do you go like I'm not satisfied enough? Like, and like what I really enjoy is just like kind of sticking stuff in my penis, the
You
hole,
know,
like,
I
like,
dealt with that with drugs for sure, to where I couldn't get high enough. I mean, like,
yeah.
I spent a long time in my life, like, trying to get higher no matter what. So I guess it's like that. They're like,
That's what
well, I
I
don't want to.
imagine, like an addiction type
Yeah,
thing, you
yeah,
know. And
totally.
like
Because
you
you have to
can,
just keep going up. You know, you have to just
yeah,
keep fucking.
keep
Yeah, it's like,
going,
let's go
yeah,
a little bit higher, just a little bit this time. You know,
yeah, yeah,
and then you're
yeah,
like, oh fuck.
yeah. Because that's like I was just like, yes, like I'd never heard of that before, and then I
And
was
that
like,
won't kill you.
wow.
So like you could just go on forever to where you're like in your stomach or some shit, like with a garden hose and just fucking, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Well, it's like the that I used to always pick it up every time I go into a shop, a sex shop. I always pick it up because I just think it's just so fucked up. That Great American Challenge. Have you ever seen it?
I don't think
It's a
so.
giant. It's an entire arm
Oh,
with
the
a
big arm,
fist. A giant arm with a fist, and it's
and
called
it's
the
got a
Great.
handle at the bottom,
No,
right?
it's just a
Oh,
giant fucking arm, like so big, thick, like a big man's arm, right?
yeah.
And it's called the Great American Challenge. And I remember at a hardcore show, there's the guy who bought one, and he just used to he drew like a huge X on it, like frustrated,
I
and he
like that
used to
it's
just and
American too.
he just threw it around in the
An
pit at
X on
people,
it.
and he hit people on the head with it. But like, it's a legit thing, and it's like, can you take it? It's so big, like it's
I
like that shit would hit your like it hit you way up here, man. Like there would be, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was so
I
like, and but they call it the Great American Challenge.
the first time we went to Europe, we were in Hamburg, and we stayed
Yeah,
in the Reeperbahn. We stayed. That's where we fucking stayed. So we were there for like 2 or 3 nights before the show, like getting used to it. But I mean, like we were right in it. So we ended up meeting a wonderful man who owned a. Well, he was a fan of ours, and he knew the landlord of our Airbnb. So anyway, we hook up with him. It's right down the street. We hang out. It's one of the nicest burlesque bars I've ever been to. We're back in his. He's like so excited. We're back in his office, fucking drinking this liquor that only comes out like once a year, and just like he's like, oh, it's very special. And we're drinking it with him, and then he says, my friend owns a S&M bar that you can't
yeah,
get into. You have to knock, and they have a little slide thing. We
yeah,
ended up there. There's different levels, and you could rent
yeah,
those
yeah,
rooms
yeah,
out all the way up to torture your partner, and you can torture
yeah,
each other in different ways. There's a room that had that fist,
yeah.
and we were so fucked up. And I'm gonna rat them out now. Lisa and Jason picked those fucking dildos up and start having a sword fight with them because they had handles. They were so big.
They
One was
had
a
actual
fist.
handles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One had a fist. It was an arm like you're describing, on with a
yeah.
handle at the bottom, and the other one was a giant dick. And they were fucking hitting it. And we were really fucked up. But like, I was like, I don't know why you guys are touching that shit.
Yeah,
You know.
people have touched it.
But it was funny because
When
the
was the
owner's
last
taking us because
sanitized?
we were fucking smoking hash with the owner, and because it's his bar, and he's all these people in there, and he had his slave, this woman who was like, this like a 40-something-year-old woman. He's like, this is my slave. This is his wife was there, but he's like, this is my slave, and he'd ever like, pull out your tit, and she just do it right there. And he fucking smack her tit and stuff like that. It was just casual. And he kept serving us free drinks and gin. And me and Jason, Lisa finally went home, and we came about an hour or so later. But when we walked out of that fucking bar, it was daylight and people were jogging. And we had no idea what had just fucking happened because people were still in there partying. But me and Jason were like,
Wow.
yeah, Lisa's like, hey, we have to play tomorrow. And it was, of course, it's the day before we play our first fucking show. And we're like, no, we're gonna hang out with this guy. There was a thing that shocked you underneath
Yeah.
the bar that he could wire up, and you could shock each other by grabbing it. And
Oh
it would
my
pass
God.
through one person and then shock another person. He showed us how he got on the front page one time because a man was getting shocked upstairs and using amyl nitrate poppers.
Oh yeah,
A
yeah.
big, a very large man, and he had a fucking heart attack on like the sixth floor. And he's like, "Look, we made front page that day." And he had a fucking clipping underneath the bar of the dead man being taken out of the fucking bar from
Oh
having
my
a
God.
prostitute upstairs shocking him while he's doing poppers. He had a fucking heart attack.
Oh my God.
That's one of my favorite
Um,
experiences ever.
that does sound epic.
It was
I would
amazing.
enjoy that.
You had
You
a
just
they had
like,
a rack to stretch you on one level. They had a blood play room,
oh
like a
wow.
bathroom.
What are
I
they?
didn't know about
Whoa.
such
Yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah. That's what I
And he
mean.
looked
Like,
just like Klaus Kinski, and he had a fucking Klaus Kinski t-shirt on. You know who Klaus Kinski is?
yeah,
That
yeah.
German actor? Yeah, he had a fucking Klaus Kinski t-shirt on, and he looks like him. And I'm like, you a Klaus Kinski fan? He goes, hey, me, like that. And I was like, you look just like Klaus. He was the best dude. He was fucking awesome. All leather, you know, everybody's in leather.
Europeans are just like so
Especially
casual with that
Germany.
shit. Oh, fuck yeah, Germany. It's because I feel like in the daytime, they're so pleasant and well behaved and
Yes, and
like
organized
and
as fuck.
organized. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And very
I
like
love Germany so much,
when you
yeah.
go on the train, no one talks. It's
Polite,
dead
yes,
silent.
polite. Helpful.
And if someone talks, like if someone talks, everybody looks at you. Like I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Like I just asked the like like something like,
Yes.
oh yeah, blah blah. We were just still having a regular conversation. It was like, and everyone looked at me like I was about to blow the train up or something. Like it was real bad. Like I was like, oh my God, oh, what have I done? Everyone hates me.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
but yeah, it's they all those places that are very like you know,
yeah. Conservative feeling. Yeah.
yeah, they all
Mhm.
have the craziest stuff going on
Crazy
behind the
nightlife.
scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking crazy nightlife.
yeah, yeah. It's like,
I never seen anything like that. Mm-mm. No, I
yeah,
still haven't.
and pay for it as well. Like when you think that
No
people are
shit.
paying for that.
We
It's
had
like,
carte blanche because we were like, like the dude knew us, so he wants to introduce us to people and shit, and it was a big deal, and it was like so cool. We would have never seen this shit, because
yeah,
like
yeah,
you have to be into a particular scene
scene,
to
yeah, to
get
do
to
it.
those fucking spots where the shit's going down. The shit was going down. I mean, they used. He showed me pictures when they had a party and they used the slave as a table, and she's right there, and she's like, yes, yes, like, you know, and like he's showing me pictures and like it's very fucking graphic, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, rad, yeah, like that's, oh,
Like
like
what
good
else?
work. I'm like,
What else can you
this
say?
is you, oh, good work, this is great, this is beautiful, yeah, like, fuck. He goes, oh yeah, put a wine bottle in there, like very strange shit. But by the end of it, me and Jason are so fucked up. We're like, yeah, yeah, it's just normal,
It's
We're
just
like, yeah,
normal now. We've been sitting here for that long that everyone here, it's just normal.
yeah, no, it's, we were in there,
Yeah,
it
it
seemed like for
is.
days.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, Europe has got. I'd love to go into the one of those places. Just yeah, just to like. I'm not really into
And the
that stuff,
music's good,
but
you
to
know.
do the like to go and like, see it all and investigate it all. Like I'm really like curious. I'm really curious about looking at all that stuff, but I don't actually want to do that stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, no,
yeah, I'd
I
love
have
to.
a desire.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
mean. I don't want to go and like hang out and I don't know, play with blood and shit, like really. But I'd like to know what they're doing with it.
yeah, like that's dangerous, Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, mega. Yeah.
like you could. I hope you guys got tested before you cut into each other, or whatever the fuck you're doing. Needles,
Yeah,
needle
yeah,
play,
yeah. Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
needle play. And he was explaining that shit to me, and I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
needle play?
Yeah. It's like
I mean,
that
whatever.
it's like that
Float your
movie.
boat.
Did you ever see that boat the movie Sick?
I didn't watch.
It's a little bumped out. Ooh. We just gone buffering. Even Instagram's disturbed by our conversation. I think he might have froze. Yeah, he froze. I was gonna say, yeah, Instagram's flagged us for talking about crazy things. And it's like, no, you can't talk about this stuff. Oh, okay, excuse me. Sorry for yawning. To see if he's gonna make it back in. But yeah, I think this has been one of my most favorite chats yet. Just talking about completely whatever. Plus, I've always got plenty of time to talk about this kind of stuff and like horror and all that sort of stuff. Let's see. I'm not sure if he's going to come back in or not, so we'll just wait. Is there no? Sorry, guys, just check. His phone might be having a cactus. Mm-mm. Don't know. I think we may we'll just wait. I might have lost him. Or his phone may have died. Here he is.
Holy shit! I'm supposed to be doing a video right now, and
It's we're too busy. We're too
they
busy
called me.
talking
And I was
about.
like, oh fuck, what time is it? But I'm supposed to go and film for this live thing like
And
now.
you're too busy talking about
Yeah, about people getting
fists.
fucking fist fucked and turning the tables and needle play and blood play.
I was just saying, I think
This
this
has
is.
really been the best interview ever.
Yeah, this is what I do. I just said that while we were on a break. I said, I think this has been my favorite one yet. Getting to talk about lots of horror movies and talking about
Yeah, and
crazy
just
shit.
an odd sex, and occult stuff, and just yeah, it sums up my Friday nights pretty much. I
Yeah.
mean, this is just it. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But
so yeah,
yeah, I have to
you
fucking
literally
leave.
have to go.
I have to
But
leave. I'm only going 2 blocks, but I have to fucking put shoes on and get my guitar, and I have to fucking go over there, dude, because we're all isolated, right? So we're each
yeah,
sitting individually, and I go in there, and it's like cleaned up, and it's gonna be me playing
yeah,
one
yeah.
song, but I have to do that time. I did not know it was 11 o'clock here.
It's because we were just too,
We're
we
just
were
having so
too,
much fun.
yeah, we're just going and going. But yeah, it was so awesome to have you on, and yeah, I think this has been my favorite one yet.
Brad, awesome. This is a really good one, and I have a lot of shit to think about now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we might have to just catch up another time by
Yeah,
ourselves
yeah,
and just
totally. Just
let's
hit me
just
up with
talk.
movies too, and remind me of films to watch. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, because I
yeah,
want to revisit that. I haven't watched any fucking movies during this entire thing, this
yeah,
whole
yeah.
COVID thing.
I'll hit
I've
you
just
up
been
with those for
reading.
sure.
I've been
Yeah,
just reading, and so just I'll go into an Australian film phase again. So
okay,
yeah,
all
hit
right.
me up for that.
Awesome. All right. Well, I hope it goes well, the filming.
Uh, it'll be fine. I've played the song before. I just make cool faces, and it just
Just flick your hair and make some faces and you
yeah,
know.
yeah, you know.
All right. So awesome to speak to you. So I'll
No, it was a
sign off.
pleasure.
Have a
Thank
good
you so
one,
much.
man.
Thank you so much for this opportunity and all that.
Yeah. You'll never do another interview like this one again.
Uh, Now I'm gonna start making them like this. I'm like, but have you ever heard of blood play? Like any fucking magazine or whatever, they're gonna get this interview now. But I'm gonna do it. Um,
Awesome.
okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Catch you
I gotta
later.
go. Thank you so much. Have an awesome night.
I
Yeah,
will.
just
I will.
fucking stay in touch. Send me
Yeah.
stuff to watch.
Yeah.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
Cool.
See you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.